Hi everyone, it's Jasmine here, and today I'm just getting ready to go out. I'm going to buy a few ingredients because I'm going to make beef stuffed eggplant for lunch. So I'm going easy to prepare and it's very delicious. I've learned this recipe when I worked in Hong Kong. I learned it from Chan Che. She was the Chinese cook of the family that I work for. That was a long time ago, more than 20 years ago, and I still prepare this recipe once in a while. My husband loved it so much, so that's what I'm going to prepare for lunch today. Just got back and I'm out of breath. I was, tend to just buy a few ingredients, but I ended up, of course, buying two bagfuls of groceries. Just gonna unload the groceries. So I bought this Napa cabbage. I'm going to make kimchi tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to film that one as well. Got some oranges. Got the eggplants. I only got two eggplants because I have a few in the fridge. And what else did I get? Oh, strawberry for $2. So that's a very good deal. And this one is $1.50. Call it pomelo. So I'll just get all the ingredients ready and we're gonna start cooking. Here are the ingredients for this recipe. We'll be needing about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I brought out 4 eggplants, but I'm probably going to be using about 3 eggplants, 1 medium-sized onion, 1 whole egg, green onion for garnishing later, small amount of flour, cornstarch, sugar, salt, ground black pepper, a little bit of chicken powder, oyster sauce, and cooking oil for frying. So now let's begin. So what I'm going to do, in a medium-sized bowl, I'm going to put in the ground beef, and we're going to cut the onions. I'm going to cut and chop the onion. Once we're done chopping, we're gonna add it into our beef. I crack 1 whole egg, and I'm going to add about 2 tablespoonfuls of flour, teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of this chicken powder, and about a teaspoon of ground black pepper. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to mix all these ingredients until they are all well combined. So once they are well combined, we'll set this aside and we're going to slice the eggplant. So we're going to slice the eggplant into about, I would say about 1 centimeter in thickness. So I'm just gonna slice one eggplant at a time because I don't want it to turn dark in color. And then what we do is we're going to slice again in the middle, but this time we're not going to slice it all the way through. So we're probably gonna leave about ½ centimeter. And then this is when now we're going to stuff the eggplants with our beef mixture. So at this time also, you can start preheating a medium-sized saucepan or a deep frying pan. So that we can start deep frying the eggplants. I'm going to put in about ½ cup of vegetable oil. ½ cup to 1 cup, I should say. So we're going to put it on a medium-high heat. So once the oil is hot, we can start deep frying this stuffed eggplant. So we're going to flip the eggplants just to make sure that both sides will brown uniformly. So I would say about 2 minutes each side. So this first batch are about ready. So the color should look like this. And we'll put it on a strainer to drain the excess oil. Now we'll put in a new batch. So I'm putting about 4 eggplants at a time, or 4 stuffed eggplants at a time. Make sure that they don't get too overcrowded. So this is the last batch of our eggplant. I just turned off the heat. So we're just gonna drain off the excess oil. And after this, we're going to move on to the next step. So now we're going to make the sauce. So on this wok, I'm going to add about ½ cup of water. And we're going to crush 2 cloves of garlic. And we're going to add it into the water. And we'll just add it in here. I'm going to add in about 2 teaspoonfuls of the chicken powder. And about 2 tablespoonfuls of oyster sauce. We'll give it a good mix and we'll bring this a boil. And I'm also going to add about half a tablespoon of sugar. To thicken the sauce, I'm going to add about half a tablespoonful of cornstarch to 2 tablespoonfuls of water, and cold water, and we'll let that dissolve. So when it starts to boil, the water starts boiling, we're going to add just too much smoke. We're going to add the cornstarch. So once we've added the cornstarch, now we're going to add in the fried stuffed eggplant. So we'll carefully stir the eggplant into the sauce. Just let it boil for just a few seconds. Now we'll turn off the heat. And now our stuffed eggplant is ready. We're going to pour it into a serving platter and garnish it with green onion.